Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'll just be showcasing my portfolio assignment, and I'll be talking about all of the new changes I have included. At the end, I'll be showcasing it on the actual Azure website and showing you guys any of the changes that have appeared. So one of the main themes of this one was to include the flex boxes, and I did this throughout the whole CSS code. And I began by setting a display flex on the sidebar element, and this allowed me to apply the flex box properties, giving me a greater control, I would say, over the layout. And I also ensure that each of the navigation items still took up an equal amount of spacing because of the rubric it said so. I did this by using flex dash grow one, which ensures that all items like summary, skills, and projects are, aligned and spaced the correct way which the rubric wanted to. And next, I focus on centering the items with the sidebar. I use flexbox properties such as justify content center and align item center, ensuring that the navigation items are centered both horizontally. And overall, I would say these changes not only improved the layout visually, but also made the sidebar more responsive. The screen size adjusts, so if the screen shrinks or goes more, it won't distort everything. It'll keep it in exactly where it should be. And that was one of the main issues I had, but I was able to, use the Flexbox properties to get all of that. Uh, a lot of the stuff did remain the same, but I had to delete and include a lot of stuff. Basically, I would say by applying Flexbox, I enhanced the layout of the sidebar, met the design requirements of the rubric, and there was also other stuff I did with the grid layout for skills and all that. I made sure I include everything that all the new Flexbox tags I explained. Yeah, overall, there was not that much I had to change, but I had to make sure everything was, set exactly where it's supposed to be. So it would include all screen sizes and any of the changes in the size of the window itself or the tab, sorry. And here's the code. I made sure to include a lot of comments on this one because this one I had a lot of trouble of making sure what was what. So I made sure to include all comments as much as I can. Yeah, see the footer, and also at the footer, I should explain that too. The footer, I made sure it was set. I also used Flexbox to make sure it was set, so it didn't, I guess, it did disappear when I scroll too far up or something. It is always set now. Everyone can see it. As soon as you open the page, it'll be right there. So, yeah. So let me show you guys my actual code. I mean, my actual website. So here's my actual website. As you can see from the first one, it has some couple changes. Overall, the information here is still relatively the same. It includes all this thing stuff I had earlier, it pops out at you and everything. But I did make sure to include new sidebar, this one, summary, education, skills, projects, the works, everything, except the one of the main changes that you can see that wasn't hidden away in the code was like the footer is there all the time. I can scroll everywhere and it would also be there. It won't go away. I made sure to delete all the huge spacing I had on the side and made the main page larger, so it looks a lot better now, I would say. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that changed happened inside the code to make sure everything worked behind the background. But overall, there are some changes that you can see on the actual website itself. And one last thing before I go, I'm just going to show you guys the game that I finished. This is just, I believe it's called Flexbox Adventures. This just helped me with like the actual project itself. Actually, it did this first to make sure I was able to get all the Flexbox stuff correct. And like a lot of the stuff like align self, center, order, and all that. Complete all the levels. Alrighty. Well, that's it. Thank you guys for watching.